Hello, Grandma Juicy here. Well, gotta go back to work tonight, so I can't really count this as a day off. And I was thinking to myself, got a lot of leftovers in the fridge, I need to clean the fridge out. It's not my favorite job. Well, you know, cleaning house is not my favorite job. I have to go do that for other people, so I come home and it's like, you ever notice that when you're at home for an extended period of time, your house looks fine, you're like, yeah, I can live with it, it ain't that bad, it's fine, I don't know what other people have a problem with it for. Then you go out for the day and you come back and it's like, ooh, what happened to my house? I keep thinking that there's some evil neighbor or something keeps coming in and dirtying up my house while I'm gone, and that is just not true. If anything, there's a evil Scud, Angus, and Betsy, and a couple of cats that keep messing up my house. But, you know, I can't really blame them. It's my fault. It's my house. I should keep it cleaner. And as we have discussed in videos long ago, Grandma is not a housekeeper. All right? I need a housekeeper. But it would have to be somebody spectacular that could organize and throw stuff away, and it just ain't happening. You can't hire anyone like that. If you had $1 million, you couldn't hire anyone like that. So, I've decided today, instead of cleaning the house, instead of cleaning out the refrigerator, I'm going to cook something. Yeah, that's right. That seems more productive to me. And my lights keep burning out in my kitchen. I got this light so that you could see me because the light's just horrible in this house. And we're going to have to work on this lighting issue. Something's got to be done. And I decided that I was watching the same thing everybody else is watching, and that was the pumpkin muffins. And I was like, oh dear heavens, Lord, that looks so good. And I thought I have some extra yolks left over I've been needing to use up, and then someone mentioned like pumpkin pound bread. Now we're talking. Now we're talking my language. Pumpkin pound bread. I know what goes into pound bread. It's yolks and, you know, types of flours and fibers and things to make it raise and things to make it taste good, and I'm thinking doable. I'll just make up my own recipe as I go with what I've got. And as usual, we'll see how it turns out. Stay tuned. I was thinking about making those pumpkin muffins. All of a sudden I realized I had all this cheesecake, and I need to make some bread, some, you know, low carb, no carb bread. So, cheesecake muffins it is. Somewhere in between. This is going to be fantastic. I hope. If it's not, you'll never see it. Alright, let's get started. I decided this is a great time to use my coconut oil that's butter flavored. Don't say anything about imitation butter flavor. I am nearly 60 years old and have eaten enough chemicals in my life that I'm already going to get cancer and die. So, you know. And that's going to be our first ingredient. How much, you say? Don't know. Thinking a cup. We'll start there and add from that. This is what this should be. Cooking by the seat of your pants. Hang on to your pants. Here we go. Next ingredient. How do you pronounce it? I always say Mascarpone, but there's no R in it. Mascarpone? Is that right? I'm from Missouri. We say wash, so it could be Mascarpone. Who knows? But it is it's a cheese, and it has 0 carbs. It's a whole lot like cream cheese, except just I think it's just a little bit sweeter. It has the same consistency and pretty much the same flavor as cream cheese, but 0 carbs. So that's what we're using for our next ingredient with our cup of butter flavored coconut oil. Here we go. I actually put the butter and the mascarpone cheese in the microwave for just like 25 seconds. Yes, I'm looking to kind of melt it a little bit. I'm going to get my emulsifier out here and try to emulsify that with my handy dandy little hand thing here. And man, if you could smell that, we so need smell-o-vision. It is buttery, it is fatty, it is so far 0 carbs. And we're going for one more 0. I've got 5 egg yolks in there and they are coming out now. Okay, got the eggs in and use a little trusty thing on there and they thickened up. Now the next thing is sweetener, and I think I'm just going to use stevia. And as I've said to you girls, I like my things sweet. I'm going to put a half a cup in here. And all right, Mom, I hear you. My mother said, you use too much of that stuff. It's gonna kill ya. Meantime, before I die, I'm gonna put half a cup of stevia in here. Keep telling her, I think this is the safest sweetener. Because, well, there was a fly in my sweetener and it just crawled out and flew off. Well, you know what? If it didn't kill the fly, Mom, it's not gonna kill me. I'm gonna make that assumption. No more flies. There we go. Yeah, I figured most people would probably like edit that out, but this is real life, folks. You know what? My house is messy. I'm messy. Yeah, life goes on. Not everybody can live in a penthouse apartment with a maid. And most of you haven't watched me for a while. Don't know. I don't even have water. I have a hose. All right, there it is. I'm going to put a little bit of maple flavor in here because I do not have my vanilla yet. My daughter still has it. And I didn't want to spend money on it. Just a capful. And I'm going to go along here with a my favorite psyllium husk fiber. I just love this stuff. You know what? It's great. And I'm going to put a half a cup of that in there. Now I'm going to follow that up with, on par, about half a cup of the oat fiber. Now, if you're counting all the carbs and you're not counting your fibers, my doctor said that this is, you know, fiber per carb, you can just delete them. So both of these actually have 0 net carbs. I'm going to go with net carbs because I'm listening to my doctor. That's right, I'm a good girl when I want to be. Oh, all right, half psyllium fiber and half a cup also of oat fiber. It is so hard for me to say fiber. I want to say powder. I don't know why. I just do. And then you go powder, well, powder, fiber, fiber's powder, powder's fiber. All right, so we got our flavoring in there. We got this. We need something to make them rise. So, grandmother's good old Calumet baking powder. I never measure baking powder or baking soda other than to look in my hand. And I'm going to say a good teaspoon. There you have it. Now, today I'm going to use a little of my new Himalayan pink salt, which I'm just using up what I've got in here. This is my lemonade bottle I have from back when I used to drink lemonade. And again, a little less, maybe half a teaspoon in there. I just think salt's really good in muffins. It ups that sweetness flavor. Of course, you got that flavor from that mascarpone, you know. So I am going to stir this in. There's no need to beat this anymore, like beating a dead horse, you know. So I'm going to stir this in, and then I'm going to add some sour cream to it because I kind of want to stretch that out just a little bit. And I think the half a cup of fiber soaks stuff up. I mean, really, when you put it in there, half a cup, woohoo, a whole cup, it's a lot, okay? I'm going to let you see this now. You see how thick that's getting? So we're going to add half a cup of sour cream. Now this is going to have some carbs. We are finally going to add some real carbs. Aren't you guys happy that are keeping track? And it's 1 gram of carb per 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to put in 4 tablespoons. That's what we're going to do. And that way it'll give it that nice, tangy, oh my goodness. So I'll be back. All right, I got my 4 tablespoons of sour cream in there. And we're stirring that all together. And we've got our baking powder, our salt, our maple flavoring is what I used. You could use any flavoring. And looks like a muffin to me. So I'm going to take and put these in my brand new gigantic muffin silicone. I love silicone. It's so easy to get stuff out of. But you know, I find you still have to grease it, especially the first time. So what we're using today is avocado oil. As soon as I get the lid off. Oh, my hands are oily. This is a problem with keto dieting right here, guys. No one ever talks about like the oil. It's like you can't get the lids off nothing because your hands are oily. All right, I'll find a way to fix this. And hopefully the water's hot enough in the hose to wash oil off. And through the magic of television and a lot of sweat later, still 1,000 degrees in here. we're going to spray our new silicone pan. Yes, they're clean. I did wash them when I first got them. I could hear my mother. Did you wash that? I'll spray them all because I don't think we're going to get that many muffins, but I'm going to spray them all just in case. All right. And I'm thinking, with that baking powder in there and everything, I'm going to go about 3/4 full. What do you think? Does that look good? Can you see it? 3/4 full? All right. Be back when I get all these filled. Trying to wash all this oil out of my pans and things. I feel like one of them little oil-covered ducks they have at Exxon spilled oil on or something. It's like, somebody come pour Dawn on me. I think I am stuck in the oil. Okay. Here it is. I got 6 of them, which really surprised me. I wasn't expecting to get that many. And, debating. These are so low carb. What did we figure out? The only carb we've got is in the sour cream. And it's 1 carb per, so there's 2 carbs in 6 of them. I can't do that little math. So I tell you what, these are so dang close to 0, it's not even funny. So I'm going to sprinkle a little of the brown sugar erythritol Splendid blend that we're all talking about. But I'm just talking, I'm sprinkling just a little bit on the tops. Now I could put pecans on this or anything else, but you know what? I think just a smatter of this little bit of brown sugar on top of these muffins. Now I'm going to bake these like you would any other muffin. 375 in my onion. 375 in my onion. 375 in my oven for 25 minutes and check them. Now isn't that what you usually bake your muffins at? All right, so let's do that. And we'll be back to show you what they look like when we're done, if they turn out. If they don't, you'll never see this. And there's our muffins. There they are. One of them even rose up out of the thing a little. And they spring back when they're touched. And I think they look fabulous. I cannot wait till they cool off and I can try one. I don't even think I have to let you know how these taste. I think you're going to say, yeah, that's good. That looks good. That's good. Because that's what I think. All right, next up, we'll check on the bread. Thanks for watching. Hit like or subscribe to keep up with the insanity. And I thank y'all. Love y'all. Later. Bye-bye. You know, I take a moment to thank some of my new viewers. I love all your comments. You guys are like awesome. So it's like Jacqueline, Marion, you know who you are, Shirley, or is it pronounced Shirl? You know, I love that name. I just afraid I butchered it. And sorry, girl. I was terrible with names. If you knew my real name, you'd know how terrible it is too. So anyway, I want to thank you all for making comments. I know I didn't mention all of you. I'm going to write it all down and get to you all eventually. And I do try to comment back. You know, the more and more viewers I get, the more and more people that are writing to me. It's taking a little bit longer to get back to you sometimes, but I promise I'm going to try to write back and answer everybody because you're all so beautiful. My mother was actually disappointed that I hadn't had any. She says, did anybody say anything ugly to you yet? And I'm like, yet? Like she's disappointed that y'all haven't trolled me. So please, someone say something ugly to me so Mom will be happy. I told you, if you went on there, they're going to talk ugly to you. I says, really, Mom? More so than people in real life? All right. I just find that interesting. So anyway.